Alright. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode 374. The next episode will be basically we done talking about Gokaiger, the series itself. There is some movies featuring them, we'll talk about in the future, but the main series, this will be the penultimate video to discuss the series, for right now anyways. I might come back in the future to discuss other episodes I skipped over initially that weren't your episodes. I may do that in the future, but who knows? Right now, as soon as this is done, as soon as I finish this series, the plan is to watch two movies and then on an Ultra 7. Yeah, it'll be the first Ultra series to watch in a year. Yep, so these two episodes in particular is basically about, it's the Basco arc. You see, last time he had a two-parter where he was main villain of it, it was his debut. This is an arc that had been building up since his debut back in episode 15 of the series. Excuse me. He didn't appear a lot in the series per se. When he first showed up, basically he was introduced to the whole idea of Six Rangers. That was basically the whole idea with him, because he had all Six Ranger keys and got some of them, and then eventually he gave him the oddball keys. So by the way, there's no Zankiak in this episode. These two episodes. Nope. There's a mention of him, yes, but no appearance by them. None. The Emperor is not here. Like, nobody's here. It just basically is just... My guess is the reason why they're not here, because they probably weren't planning to be in this two-parter. And they probably like, yeah, let's do that for the finale. And this has basically been dangling plot thread since, like, for a long time. Because the whole thing is these two competing each other over powers. Now, Basco has got 5 great powers. 12 powers. He has Sun Vulcan, Changeman, 5-Man, Masked Man, and Flashman. He just has these 5. And Gokaiger has pretty much all the rest. There's technically in the way 35 because they have their ultra power. So technically they have like 30 ultra power and he has the remaining 5. So they battle for basically for the last 5 powers. And well, basically they figured, okay, they got Gokaiger, they got the Cockroach one. They were done with that. Which by with Ninja Man himself. Fun fact: he actually is returning soon with the 30th anniversary movie. Yep, he'll be back for that. I'm looking forward to discuss that one. Yep. So when I don't know if it's come out yet. I don't know yet. I have to check it. It may have, but I don't know if it's been subbed yet. I have not checked the website yet. Let me check and see about that. See if it has. Well, the Decoration movies were released. Mm-hmm. I think it has. I'll probably talk about it in the future because that's gonna be fun to talk about. But in the case of basically this two-parter, so they figured though, okay, so they have the Cocker Rangers ultra power, so they figured that we need to beat Basco so we can beat the crap out of him and get the 5 remaining ultra powers. So Marvel decides to call him on his Gokaiger phone. I'm like, when does he have his phone number? I find that kind of weird. The fact that he just happens to have Yeah, this will be definitely discussed in the future. Oh, don't worry about that. But I probably have to wait to discuss this one until after I watch maybe Zenkaiger. Yeah, I probably have to wait till I watch Zenkaiger to watch this movie. Mm-hmm. Zenkaiger actually aired just a couple years ago, so I may wait to watch this other different movie to have to watch that one because there was some previous appearance. So now here's the question: like, okay, I get made now. It's never really been really explained here of like Marvel just happens to have his number. He just memorized. He just types it in, and poof, there it is. He could just basically on redial. No, not really. And he's like, "Hey, can we meet up so we can get those powers? How about tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm busy." And then he starts shooting at the Gokaiger. You're like, what? Yeah, he is just randomly outside the Gokaiger because somehow, and this is never really explained, how the heck he finds a Gokaiger. Because that's a recurring trope with the series when it comes to him. He somehow finds their ship. He knows exactly where it is. By the way, his really cool ship, not in this two-parter, but it will show up in the next episode. Don't worry about that. So, they have fighting him, and then, of course, they send out basically a couple of Zoids to bring him out. And now Theoden's like, oh yeah, so Sally's out of Zoids. And since they're no longer privateers with the Zankiak, the fish back being pirates. So then, of course, like, sorry, Sal, I can't forge your banana budget anymore. Bam, 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 bam. I'm like, what? Yeah, he shoots his own comrade. So then he's brought back, and Marvelous is like, yeah, we're only patching him, he can go. He's not joining the crew. They're like, okay, interesting. Who would have thunk that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then, of course, he's patched up. He's giving good advice, being friends. And then, like, they just happen to be with him again. Of course, Marvelous survives. Like, then after Sally, of course, is told in a flashback, he's given this good luck charm. And then he's shot at before he's like, oh, can you go in the Gokaiger to steal the treasure chest? Like, get this thing about this big. And he does steal it, except it's a fake. There's nothing inside. They had the real one basically stored someplace else. So, and because Sally kind of like turned against it, like, he was like, oh, never trust a monkey. And then he proceeds to have the good luck charm, which turns out to be a freaking bomb. And it kills Sally, injures Marvelous. Yep, and then of course they're kind of, well, wasted by him. So, also he proceeds to take their Gokaiger keys, and they manage to walk up to the ship. It basically takes out Navi, which is not hard, and locks her on the computer. I'm like, okay, so you took their Gokaiger keys, but not their morphers. How does it make any sense? Maybe he didn't know where they were. That's possible. Who knows? So, then they proceed forming a plan to break onto the ship. Well, Marvelous stays basically healed with his church. Well, he discovers also in his hand that there's a piece of the necklace that Sally wore. And the reason he was able to survive this explosion was because Sally put part of the medallion inside of her belly, which it's hollow. So, puts it inside and basically takes a full blunt explosion. Basically, Sally is killed off in 47. So then, 5 of the 6 Gokaigers break into by basically smash through the deck. And before this, Navi escapes, so Basco proceeds to play his trumpet and turn the Gokaiger into his servants. And the job, find Navi and bring him back to him. And of course, Red brings back to him, and the other ones manage to find their counterparts and manage to defeat no problem. And they get to the bridge, like, and Basco's like, oh yeah, I've won, because basically I've got you. And it turns out the Gokaiger got back their keys. And eventually they get battle outside, and they defeat Gokai Red, the fake one, and Basco, and of course Marvelous shows up, who's not officially, he calls officially Marvelous, doesn't call him Marvy-chan anymore. So then he's like, oh yeah, this will be the last time. Stabs him in the leg, throws back with his sword and his gun, and then he manages to kill Basco. You feel like, okay, it's a very fitting ending to him. He defeated his monster form, goes back to human form, and he just dies. Yep, he dies. And, well, he does come back occasionally. He's resurrected, but he's not like, oh, I just faked my death. No, he actually stays dead. You're like, really? Yeah, really, he stays dead. Yeah, he stays dead. He comes back occasionally. Sometimes as illusions, sometimes as sometimes might actually be him. Yeah, it might actually be him, but that's better. Yes, but not really. But I really enjoyed these two episodes. Oh yeah, definitely. I think they're really good. Nothing really wrong with them, and it's a nice way to end one particular popular character in the series. Yep. Yep. So yeah, that's particularly a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit this like button. Well, next up is basically, well, the final episodes of Gokaiger. The last 3. Yep. I'm working on those. And then I'm finally starting Fairy Tail Century Quest. Yep. But until you see you on the next video, bye.